Here's my vintage toy store and what's sold. I'm Joshua Tatsui and I run a vintage toy store on eBay. I buy, sell, collect vintage toys, and I run an eBay store to make it all accessible to all of you. On this channel, I like to share the cool finds I come across and what is sold in my store. Today I want to show you something from my personal collection. It is a 1977 Nike poster. This is one of their original poster advertisements right when they were starting to do advertisements and learning about how to expand their business. And so Phil Knight mentions this poster in his book Shoe Dog. And so he quotes the bottom of this poster, and it's, "Beating the competition is relatively easy, but beating yourself is a never-ending commitment." So I really like this poster. I spent $200 on this one. This one is not in great condition. In great condition, it could go for $400, and I'm sure if it's brand new and sealed and never used, it could probably go over $1,000. And now on to the cool part of what's sold. I wanted to share one of the items from last week that I did not mention. It is a 1963-1965 Matchbox little catalogs. They're smaller than half a sheet of paper, but they're little booklets, catalogs, great coloring, great visuals, makes for a great display. They went for $70. A very, very cool set that I think fits perfectly in my store. Right here we have a 1993 vintage t-shirt of Frasier's 100th in Seattle. This was Kelsey Grammer's 100th. This is not his shirt, but it was his 100th episode of Frasier, and in that episode they honored Kelsey Grammer and had like a ceremony in Seattle Park, I believe, something like that. This is made by Stanley DeSantis. It went for $70. An iconic shirt. I will also add, I bought a couple of these from the collector, and this person also sold me a signed pamphlet, like a play sheet from one of the episodes with the actors and actresses that signed it. And that went for hundreds of dollars a while ago, but a very cool little piece. This is just a cool little gag gift. This is unicorn meat in a tin, and it went for $24. Here we have a vintage Tommy brand Ride-On. It's a Pokemon wind-up model. So you have to build it, and when it's all built up, it's a wind-up. See, it's all brand new in package, has wind-up pieces. Went for $25. Right here we have a 1931 Campbell's Soup delivery truck. This one is made by Danbury Mint. The D over M insignia is the Danbury Mint. These are very intricately, beautifully designed trucks and vehicles. These are 1/24th scale. Comes with everything. This one is basically brand new. Has little soup cartons to go in the truck for cargo. So I can drive it around and deliver Campbell's Soup. Again, this is a car from 1931. It is in perfect condition. The lid to the engine opens, and there's a little engine compartment in there with a nice looking engine, painted and everything. The words on the side are very clear. It's very polished. The wheels are nice and rubbery. This is a 1991 heavy duty G.I. Joe action figure. This one has amazing joints in great condition. They're all stiff and tight. They're not loose and about to break. Paint is great on this guy. Right here I have a 1992 on-card Matchbox Thunderbird set. This one is Thunderbird 1, 2, and 4. These are plastic wind-ups, not the die-cast metal sets. I grew up playing with the die-cast metal sets as well as the huge Tracy Island play set. I grew up playing with that a bunch, and I remember the palm trees would move and I actually broke some of them, but still, I have it. It's in the back. It's all with the box and everything. A very cool set, as well as with the full set of die-cast ships and planes and spaceships. But these ones are 3 plastic wind-ups. Very cool set. Went for $25. Another figure from the 90s. This is from 1995. This is a Bandai and Capcom. This is Mega Man. This one is the Cutman. It went for $100. This is a collection from my parents. They had maybe 20 different Mega Man figures. All went for well over $100. They're brand new, carded, from the mid-90s. And very, very collectible, especially on card. That is why it's going for $100. Right here we have a Batman set. This one is a 1989 fully posable, about 8-inch figure. It is made to look like the older Mego style figures. This one is not Mego. It's fully clothed and everything, and it's fully posable. This set, this and the bank together, went for $80. They're both brand new. This is also from 1989, also the Michael Keaton Batman. It's very cool to see Michael Keaton in the most recent Justice League show, the Flash movie. Justice League, but the Flash movie. Still sealed from 1989. Says the date here. It does not have an expiration date on here. I thought it'd be funny to say the expiration date. There's no date on here. Maybe there were no expiration dates back in the late 80s. I don't know. Maybe the cereal's still edible. Don't recommend though. Still sealed. Comes with a Batman bank as well. Right here I have with me 5 Marvel superhero action figures. These are from the mid-90s, 1994 to be specific. These were made by Toy Biz. They all come with an accessory or like an action that they do. It's posable. Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, Venom, Spider-Man, very iconic. Number 2 in all-time superheroes of, most well-known popularity. Number 2, right after Superman. Got the Daredevil, and this one has a little bit yellowing on the box. The other ones were all like perfect, like condition, carded. The bubble's not peeling. This one, the card is great. The bubble is yellowing, but this one's Dr. Octopus. And these went for $60 altogether. Not expensive per action figure, but about $12 to $13 a piece. Up next is a Doctor Who Cyberman figure. This one went for $27. He's fully posable. Looks great. Has decent detail on him. This one is from 2006. Doctor Who is BBC. This one is made by Worldwide Limited. I believe Doctor Who started in 1963, if I'm not mistaken. Going along with the Doctor Who, here is another Doctor Who figure. This one is a Sutekh figure. I could be saying that wrong. Sutekh. This one is again a retro action figure. Yes, it has a broken leg, but it's still sold for $40. It's from 2012, so it's like a retro action figure made to look like the older action figures, like Amigo with its jointed arms, its elastic banded joints, and then it's all clothed and everything. Cooler figure. Again, $40 in this broken condition. It's a nice figure. We just had a Batman bank from 1989. Here is a Rambo bank from 1985. This is actually a very rare one, but even though it's rare, it doesn't go for a lot of money. It's about $24, and this one is in terrible condition, even though it comes with a great box and everything, and the actual paint on, I was going to call him Rocky, but Sylvester Stallone, is chipping. You can see the green paint underneath. As cool as it is, it's in pretty rough condition. Up next is a very well kept hardcover Legion of Superheroes, The Curse, and this is the deluxe edition. It still has its dust jacket in fabulous condition. All the edges are perfect, the pages are perfect. Originally this retailed for $50. I just sold it for $160. It is in immaculate condition, great graphics, all around great book. $160. It's gonna look great on somebody's comic, graphic novel, whatever, bookshelf. And right here we have something extremely cool, and in this condition, extremely rare. So this one is a Panama Canal made by Ajax and Renwall. It's from the 1950s. It is a fully plastic toy, and the cool thing about this one, comes with the box, although a terrible condition box, is you fill it up with water. And so it also comes with these plastic boats, which the boats alone actually sell very well and for a lot of money because they're rare pieces to an old game, and so they float. And then there's the canals that has levers, and it goes up and down to move the boats in and out of the water. Another thing that already shipped but I wanted to share with you is a Schwinn Stingray banana seat. It is, a vinyl cover with orange and yellow lines on it. It is a retro, so it's a remake of, one of the vintage seats from like the 60s, maybe 70s era. a very iconic seat to the iconic Stingray bike. If you know what it is, it sticks out and can't miss it. Very cool piece. This one's a remake, only went for $20. And now onto the train portion of my channel. Sold a lot of trains this year, bought a lot of trains this year, and so every week I've been showing a lot of trains that have sold. Right here we have a Proto Series 2000s. This is one of the lines made by Walthers. This one is an E7A locomotive. It's a New York Central, again, locomotive. It is an HO scale, beautifully designed, very, very detailed. This one went for $160. Up next is another HO scale. This one is made by Atlas. It is a wooden stock car, and this one has an advertisement, Joan of Arc kidney beans. It's yellow, maroon, great detail. Atlas, $27. Right here we have another HO scale, which is 187 scale. It's a Highway Miniatures 1934 Ford 21 passenger bus. This is one of the ones you would have to build and then paint. Went for $17, part of the HO train set. Right here we have an N scale. This one is made by Microtrains. It is a 40-foot standard box car. Obviously not 40 feet. In real life it's a 40-foot. It is a Southern Pacific, just maroon, standard box car. Brand new, went for $17. Another N scale. This one is a locomotive made by Lifelike. It is a GP20 locomotive. This one is a Union Pacific. It went for $70. Great detail on this one. Great condition, barely used. Right here we have another HO scale. This one is made by Kato. Very big brand. Have sold a bunch of Katos. They usually go for really good money. This locomotive went for $100. This is the EMW NW2 Phase 1. It is a Union Pacific, and this one's weird because the major color is black and the minor color is yellow. It's usually reverse. Up next, it's the nicer boxes, nicer train. This one is a Rail Classics Pennsylvania Railroad. This is an N8. This one is a caboose car or a cab car. It is in great condition, sold for $250. Still a lot for a single train car. But again, one of the higher scale, well-made brass train cars, and this one is made in Korea. That's everything. Thank you for watching and joining me as I share all the cool items that I sell on my eBay vintage toy store. If you like this, please click here to watch more, like and subscribe.